Greetings my friends, Top Hat here. This is going to be the shooting test of my Type 97 Korba. If you want to hear more information about the gun itself, check the video description. There'll be a link to the overview video. First up, we're just going to be chronoing it with 0.20 gram BBs and seeing how consistent the FPS is and just generally what it's shooting. This is going to be with 0.20 gram BBs. I'm going to edit on screen what the average FPS change between shots is. As you can probably tell, this gun is tuned for a 400 FPS field limit. Now let's move on to the range test and see how far I can put BBs. So now we're at the target range. The distance we're going to be shooting first is about 200 feet. As always, I struggle to think of a good way to accurately measure the range or accuracy, or their accuracy anyway, of my airsoft guns, because since I don't have an indoor field, a paper test would basically just be a test of how windy it is. As you can probably hear by my camera, it's quite windy today. But we're going to see how well I can hit the stop sign at 200 feet. It's going to be the first distance. And yeah, the stop sign's about the size of a human torso. So we'll see. It's a little wider, but we'll see how well I can hit the target at this range. So, my BBs are definitely reaching 200 feet. For a field automatic, I'll calculate out the hit percentages, but since I'm usually firing in full auto, it should be pretty easy to hit something at that range. Let's see if we can reach out a little further. So now we're going to be estimating the maximum range of my Type 97, which is if I key up the hop up and just lob BBs, see how far I can get the BBs. Which isn't that much of a stretch for me to actually do during an airsoft match, because I'm constantly adjusting my hop up and sights as I go along on the field. So let's see, I've got the sign set up for 250 feet now. Let's see if I can get any BBs to reach it. So here I got a couple of hits. So, it doesn't actually seem to be extremely difficult for me to get BBs to 250 feet, but since I have to tune my hop up way up, I'll put that as I'll call 250 feet about max range, I think I'm getting some BBs to maybe go a tad bit further, but some BBs are hitting the ground just before the stop sign and bouncing to the sign and still making the noise that you can hear it hit. So like I said, we'll say that 250 is the ballpark of the maximum range of my Type 97, whereas 230 feet is the maximum range, maximum effective range. Actually, let's try some shots in full auto.